All right. Hello, how there? Good day to you. This is Brand Builder Zina Saba on the line. Uh, about to take you on a short journey into why Dapmabbs. Okay. I know you are tuning into this room for your first module, maybe as a bonus course or something, but let me quickly take you through what I have for you today concerning the Dapmap program. A lot of people are asking, what is Dapmap? What is it all about? How does it benefit me? What can I gain from it? So I'm just going to be doing a quick recap of the major benefits and what the entire thing entails in summary so that you can have an overview, a general picture of what this is all about. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right away so that we can go into the business of the day. Okay, now this is a digital brand building course, and this is the introductory class. Okay, so it is introduction to digital brand building course called Dapmabbs, put together by the Aim Life Without Limit team. Okay, now the Dapmabbs simply stands for Digital Automated Prospect Magnetic Brand Building System. So we're going to be quickly discussing the driving concept and the difference between what you are getting here and what you're going to be getting from any other place, okay? Because it's important to be able to know exactly what you are going for. If you're paying for it, you should know exactly what you are paying for and what this can get to you, what it can give to you, what you can gain from it. Of course, the most important question I want to answer here tonight, this moment, is what is in it for you. All right, let's go ahead. Now, the first thing we're going to start to establish is why you should take this course, because it's important to be able to clarify this. The last time I checked, a very renowned individual has made a statement and said, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I think that's Dr. Miles Monroe. Okay, so it is inevitable. So we're going to be establishing the purpose of this course in the first place, the Dappmabbs course. All right, now, whether you own your own business or you are thinking of starting one in the near future, okay, because we have business owners already, or those who are thinking of starting their own in the near future, because there's a lot of campaign, a lot of information going out about going entrepreneur, becoming an entrepreneur, okay? Or you're a brand builder, you build brands for people, you help people promote their brand, or you're just cash strapped and you just need to possess a skill that will pump money into your pockets as soon as possible. Well, if you're here and you have gotten to this point of this video, please stay tuned, don't go anywhere, because this is actually for you. You are committing to the right channel, okay? Why did I say so? Here is why. Now, I would like to show you with numbers so that you can see for yourself, because one of the things about numbers is this: numbers do not lie. You can't, once it has been found out, okay, it can't be adjusted, because those are numbers and you can't alter them. Just the same way, 1 plus 1 will always be 2. So these statistics will always show us what the real situation is. Now, this is the first thing I would like you to take note of as regard to the numbers. 90% of business startups fail after starting up. 90%, okay? Now let's run the math. It means 1 out of 10, 9 fail. Only 1 is actually having success. Now, I wasn't the one that said it. It was Forbes Business Journal as of 2016 made that statement. Right now, because of the coronavirus, the pandemic, the lockdown, more businesses are failing. In fact, mega ones, big ones we didn't expect were going to folded up, okay, because of that. This is a big problem. Now, this business failure we are talking about, this business is failing. Either the business is completely shut down, okay, these are the 3 states they can manifest. Either the business is completely shut down, nothing is happening, or it's in a state of comatose. What do I mean? It means the guy can wake up tomorrow, maybe by some special intervention, it's wake up tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, he dies again, come back again. So he just keep dying and waking up to the extent that the owners cannot tell. They are sure they are not making profit. They are actually in trouble, or it's simply not profitable. You are running it. You are using funds from extra ones. All the ones that are supposed to be your own, you have used it to run the business, yet the business is not profitable. These are all samples, symptoms of failing business, or business that have failed. And 90% of the businesses out there is actually facing this current challenge. And I know if you are here at this moment, it means maybe your business or the brand you're representing is you actually experience this in your business right away. That's why you are here. All right. This is actually, it means you're actually part of the statistics. Okay. What do you do to be part of just the 10% or the one out of the 10 that are actually succeeding? But before then, let's go ahead very quickly, because I would like us to quickly know the reasons why these businesses are failing. Okay, the reason they fail is simple. We're not going to need to do rocket science to know. It's basic common sense. But the last time I checked, somebody said common sense is not common. You do not need to go to Harvard to know why they are failing. It's simple. It's simply because they are not making enough sales, or they are not generating enough customers for the services and the goods they are selling for the product they have. It's as simple as that. Please don't do rocket science. You can blame the economy, you can blame the lockdown, the coronavirus, the pandemic, you can blame so many things. But the truth is this: if even amidst all those conditions, if they can make enough sales, generate enough customers, those businesses are not going anywhere. They will have still been running by now. I don't know if you understand this. There is no need, you don't need to be a professor in Harvard before you know that this is actually what is wrong with them. Okay, so this is what is responsible for the failures. Okay, let's go ahead very quickly. Now, and it's a big enough problem. If 90% of the businesses out there are actually facing this problem, and every blessed year, in fact, it's most likely that you're listening to me right now, you are thinking of starting a business or opening more businesses, entrepreneurship. Okay, I'll assure you that you're not going to be part of this problem. It's a huge problem. This is why taking this course is so important to you. Please listen to the end of the entire introductory course. Now, it's a big problem, but here is it. It allows those who can solve this particular problem get paid handsomely right from their computers and their phones and at the comfort of their home. We call them the digital brand builders. Anybody that knows how to solve this problem, if you are building your personal business, it means you have actually entered into huge income for yourself, because eventually you're not going to be part of that problem again. Maybe you are representing a brand. This is what guarantees that you will get paid handsomely, because you are solving a very big problem. Can you imagine the number of businesses facing this problem, and they're looking for people that have the capacity and the capability to solve this problem? That's why, in case you're looking for a skill that you can add to your data, to your skill set, add digital brand building skill, because there are more than thousands of businesses, companies out there that are looking for people like you, okay, that have these keys on their fingers and can bring results. This is what they are looking for. That's why you can also get paid handsomely as a brand builder, or when you have your own personal business. So now, come to think of it, I studied mechanical engineering, so I love cars. I love cars very well, especially when it's crazy. Now, this is Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus, the fastest car on the planet as we speak right now. Okay, this car is so fantastic. You don't know. Let me show you. Now, it can move at a speed faster than the speed of sound. Okay, over 304 miles per hour. The speed of sound is just 300 miles per hour. This guy moves at 304 miles per hour with 16 engines inside 16 cylinders, making it up. It means if you're going to put this car on the road, before you hear that a car is passing, the car will have already passed, because it is faster than the speed of sound. Awesome, right? In fact, before you say hello and the next neighbor hear you say your hello, the car had already passed. It is faster than the speed of sound. Okay, awesome feat by Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. That's not all. It's a limited edition car. Only 30 pieces was manufactured. Top notch. And that is at a whooping price of $3.9 million. That's about over 1.5 billion naira for one single piece of vehicle. Expensive, right? But it's beautiful. It's a monster on the road. For those who love speed, okay, you're not going to see anything better than this for now. I don't know if another thing is going to break the record, but this is the one we have for now. 16 engines. The average car have 4 engines, 6 engines at best, 8 engines. These are 16. Okay, so it's beautiful, it's good, it's expensive, it's limited, it's fantastic. But here is the irony of the whole matter. Okay, I'm going somewhere, please. No matter how cool, no matter how beautiful, no matter how expensive this car is, it can't move without fuel, without petrol, without PMS. Am I correct? Except if you're going to push it with your muscles, which is tantamount to using your blood to push the car, to move the vehicle. It doesn't matter how much you spend in buying your Bugatti Chiron. Doesn't matter how beautiful it is. Doesn't matter how elegant, how much speed it can go at. If there is no fuel, no petrol inside the car, it is useless. I mean, entirely useless. And if you want to push it with your muscles, that's the most stupid idea I've ever heard of. How can somebody spend $3.9 million on buying an item that is going to use his blood to drive? That's terrible. Okay, now this is it. A lot of people do the same set of things. That is why you, as a brand builder that have this Dappmap system, you have it at your fingertips. You can create it. You have this skill. They are going to actually pay you. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. They are going to pay you very quickly. Now, it's the same thing with many businesses. They have spent so much money. People have spent so much money on starting their businesses. They set it up, so much money. But if you cannot drive sales to your product, to your services, all you have just made is what I call a beautiful expenses. It doesn't matter how much you spend. If you like, spend 1 billion. If you cannot make sales, it is a useless business. It's not going to profit you. You have just made a beautiful expenses. Just like your Bugatti Chiron cannot move without a fuel, the same way your business cannot thrive without sales. Okay, so the same way, those guys that own Bugatti Veyron will pay the petroleum stations to get fuel. The same way, if you can have this skill, these companies are looking for people like you, and they will pay you handsomely. That's if you're a brand builder or you're looking for a skill to develop. This is a perfect skill, especially in the 21st century. Right from the comfort of your home, you can be building brands, okay, using your computer or your phones, and you are getting paid handsomely. This is actually one of the key things about this entire program. Now, that's not all. I'm going to go into the technical part of it. You know, I love technicality as an engineer, but technically speaking, this is it. The Dappmabbs program is designed as a fuel that drives your vehicle. That's if you're a business owner. And if you're a brand builder, it's going to help you design a system that will serve as a fuel for the company you represent so that you can move and generate results even faster than you have ever imagined, because a lot of brand builders are struggling to build their brand right now. In fact, your company is almost giving up on you because you are not bringing sales. You're not selling anything. And if you are not selling, there's no point. It's useless. It is sales that drives the business. Okay. Then, should in case you just want to develop this as an extra skill that you can add to your toolbox, okay, it is actually a very rewarding skill to have. That's why it is good for you to take this Dappmabbs course. Now, to take us further, why this course? So before you join the list of people failing in building their brands as a brand ambassador, or the list of people using their blood to push their vehicles, their businesses, the businesses is sucking them up. They do not have time. They're just moving around the clock. At the end of the day, they have not made sales to even make profit enough. Please, I will suggest you go Dappmabbs first. Take the Dappmabbs course first and foremost, commit to it, pay for it, and then get what it has to entail so that you can build a digital automated prospect magneting brand building system for yourself. Now, when we say magneting, I don't know if you have, for those who study the sciences, just the same way iron filings cannot dissociate itself wherever a magnet is, or a bad magnet is the same way this system is going to be set up for you so that you can attract these people that need your services to yourself, that need your product to yourself. That is one of the core differences between what Dappmabbs is bringing on board and what we have seen elsewhere. It's a well-researched system, as exceptional in delivery. That is it, okay? Just the same way iron filings cannot dissociate themselves from a bad magnet. Anywhere there are iron filings, they get attracted to a magnet that is around there. It's as simple as that. So go Dappmabbs first so that you do not run your business, okay? You do not run your vehicle without fuel. It is so, so important to business owners, brand builders, and somebody that wants to actually become a brand builder eventually. This is the first course I will recommend you take. Now, this is what Dappmabbs does. It's all about helping you set the right targets. You get the right target audience for your products, for your services, for your goods, what you do. Get the right audience. Many of those businesses that fail, I want to give it to you without collecting change. It's not as if they do not have the right product. It's not as if the product are not good. It's not as if the services they are rendering, they are not good. They are good services, but unfortunately, they couldn't find the right target market that is willing to pay for what they are offering. Maybe they had some numbers patronizing them, but the numbers were not enough. And if the numbers are not enough, you cannot break even. Okay, the return on investment will not come out. So this is why it's so important. So Dappmabbs will help you get the right target audience for what you are selling. And then you're going to determine, you're going to be the one to dictate how much you sell, what you sell, not the customers putting down what you sell. You'll be the one to determine how much you want to sell it. Do you understand? Now, this is one thing that is so key, so important. I do not believe there are wrong products. I do not believe there are wrong services. No. The only thing is, for every product you bring to the market, if you think it can add value to you, there are more people out there that product can actually add value to. It's all about finding them out, knowing who they are. Okay. So this is one of the core principles in Dapma, helping you target the right audience. That's why it's different. Okay. Now, what is our approach in getting this right target audience that we are talking about so that you can drive sales to your funnels? Okay. With unending stream. The first, the Dappmabbs structure actually stands on 4 major pillars. Okay, 4 major pillars. The number 1 pillar is what we call social media magnetic system. Social media magnetism. I know you have heard about social medias before, like anything that involves platform that involve have to do with socializing, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. What do you do again? All the social media platforms, Twitter. Okay, Tumblr, all these guys are social media platforms. People go there to socialize. This is one component we take to build our funnel, okay? Then we have the non-social media component as well, or the non-social media magnetic system, because not all the time everybody is on social media. So we need to find a way to drive in, to magnet people from the non-social media component. And because many a times when people, this has to do with mostly search engines and other non-social media that has to do with subscribable database. They have a database, okay, a reachable brand, customer base that you can reach. These are non-social media. So people do not go to this place to chat. They don't go there to socialize. They go there to do other things. So these are non-social media. So we're going to consider both non-social media and the social media component in attracting the right customers, the right clients to what you do, okay? That's not all. The third pillar in this Dappmabbs course, in our approach, is what we call proven psychology of closing sales. We're going to add to you the proven psychology of closing sales. I'm going to talk about each of these pillars one after the other. Then number 4, we have what we call automation. All right, let's go ahead. Now, let's start with the first pillar in our approach, social media magnetic systems. Social media magnetic systems. Now, the truth is this. The statistics don't lie. Look at the figure. It's so humongous, unbelievable, that you can have access to as much as 4.33 billion people. As at April 2021, these are the total number of people on social media all across the globe. You can do your search, 4.33 billion people. That is already more than most continents, okay? This is huge. That's not all. About 55.1% of the population of the world are actually on social media, more than half of the people you are looking for. That's not all. Every blessed day, there is about 13.7% increase in the number of people that join social media platforms. About 521 million, that's additional market on its own. Okay, then that's not all. These people you are looking for, that you have been looking for, they're actually on their mobile phones on social media. 99% of them access the social media platforms on their mobile phone. So you can reach them where they are. Okay, and on the average, they spend about 2 hours, 22 minutes on social media. There are people that spend more than that. There are people that spend less than that. But on the average, 2 hours, 22 minutes is the time spent. So the people you are looking for are actually on social media. You do not need to go anywhere else. First and foremost, you can take advantage of this huge market. Now, let's imagine that you are only having social media magnetic system set up and you have access to 4.33 billion. Like, how many people will you like your product? How many people can you take from this 4.33 billion before it's finished? It's unheard because there will be increase by next year. More people will keep joining social media platforms. So talk about Facebook, who has a database of 2.797 billion active users. YouTube has 2.29 reach, okay, can reach 2.29 billion people. WhatsApp, 2 billion monthly. Instagram, all these are social media magnetic. You can have a way, if you have a way of connecting people from here to your product, if you know how to set it up, okay? This is one of the pillars. So we take advantage of this audience and teach you, show you a system that you can set up that can magnet people from this side, okay? The social media component. So what they do, why they are chatting. Now, this is our strategy for assessing this market. It's simple. We create a beneficial distraction. Okay, It's a distraction, but it's a beneficial distraction. Now, the truth is this, everybody on social media, when people join their Facebook, they are there either to chat up a friend, chat up a brand, or just to watch some pictures or some other things. This is what happens on Facebook, okay? Now, or to read an announcement, that is what happens on Facebook. That's what they go there with a purpose, with an intent to do something. But eventually, while they are scrolling, they are scrolling and they are scrolling and they are scrolling. Somehow, they stumble upon something that they cannot let go of. It wasn't part of their plan to look into that thing. They didn't plan to look into it, but eventually they are looking into it. I call it beneficial distraction, because a lot of the time what people do on Facebook, they move at what I call high speed rate. It's more or less like high speed train. They are moving at the speed of high speed train. You just keep scrolling. You just keep scrolling. Now, if you cannot create a beneficial distraction, there's no way you can draw the attention of those, because they already have what they want to do on Facebook. Somebody goes to his Facebook account just to respond to some messages he had. Okay? Simple. Now you went there and they saw the advert you created. This is our philosophy of assessing this. You create a beneficial distraction. We're going to be teaching you all of this in this Dappmabbs program so that you can assess the 4.33 billion people that are available on social media, and then use it to build an international brand for yourself. That's not all. Now, we're not going to be considering all of this. We're going to be considering the biggest and the most profitable, so that you do not waste your time and your resources on the ones that are not yielding results for now. Okay, that's number one. Let's go to the second pillar, which is the non-social media magnetic systems. Okay, now this approach, we have discussed how the people are online and they are on social media, but there are also times that people are not socializing, but they are on the internet. If they are not socializing and they're on the internet, they're actually searching for information. That's the truth. Okay, this brings us to the other component of the non-social media magnetic system. Now, Google alone, okay, I know everybody must have used Google every blessed day and use it to search for information. The good news is this: you are not the only one that searches for information on Google. It processes approximately 3,000 search queries per second. That's about 5.6 billion searches per day. That's the number of searches Google receives and processes every blessed day. 5.6 billion times people search for specific information. Now, those information they are searching for is about a particular product, a particular brand, and it's a specific search. Okay? This is just Google. There are other search engines that you can also take advantage of. Okay? We also have Bing. Yes, Bing is Microsoft search engine, or you can call it Microsoft Bing. It generates 12 billion searches per month. There's Baidu, there is Yandex, depending on your location. These search engines are going to serve you. But all the time, when people are not socializing on social media, what they are doing, and they're on the internet, what they're actually doing is searching for information. There are two things people do on the internet. They socialize, they search for information. So our strategy to assessing this particular market, which is also huge, because if you are taking one, you're taking just the social media component without taking the non-social media component, what you are doing is losing a huge market of people that are looking for you. Let me show you that. Our strategy is simple. In assessing this market, we just make sure you are searchable. Be searchable. That's all. You position yourself in that place and they come to search for you. So when they come to search for, that's your product, that's your services. The truth is this, there are people looking for that thing you are doing. It's just that you do not know how to position yourself, and as such, you are losing out on those markets. So this will come to search for you. Okay, so this is the concept behind it. So we're going to show you, teach you how you can set up a system so that you can be searchable in all these places. Be searchable in order so that you can take advantage of all of these non-social media companies, because anywhere they go to, when they go to social media, you are there. Okay, they are seeing your product, they are seeing your services. Quite a number of people will be magneted to it. When they go to search for informations, you are also there. At the end of the day, the two channels, you are not just, they can't just escape you. And that is what legitimate and effective advertisement is. Displaying the right information before the right people, okay? Before the right people, let them see it. All right, let's go ahead. Then we're going to go into the third pillar of this Dappmabbs program. The approach is this. We give you proven psychology of closing the sales. Now, there are two options you have available. You can choose. Just let me know at the end of the entire thing. I will you let me know what you choose, because you can just try to learn everything from the first principle. That's what we call first principle. For those who did some mathematics or calculus, they will say derive from first principle. You know, Deriving from first principle is so difficult, so tedious, and it takes time before you can finish. Okay, so you can try and read all the information available on digital marketing systems and also sales psychology. Or you can actually receive a summary of all the working formulas and sales psychology that are working. Two options before you. I know your choice is going to be the second one, receiving the summary, so that you do not waste unnecessary time trying to understand the nitty-gritties. You just need what works. So this is what we are giving to you. You're going to be attaching excellent sales psychology that will bring conversions to whatever it is you are doing, okay, without much hassle. All right, very quickly. Now, number 4 pillar of the Dappmabbs program is actually automation, so that you can build migrating funnels that will be so automated that it might run without you, except when you come to take the cash. Okay, so 100% automated. That's the goal. That's the target. That is our target, so that you can build something that is so automated, a funnel that is so automated, right from the lead generation, the product details, the payment, and the profit. Everything is automated. The only thing that is not going to be automated, you have to go there to go and take your profit, because if you do not do your transfers, you do not take your money from your bank account, it's not going to come to you. Okay, and that is what I mean. Just more or less like you're casting a net in a fishing exercise. Okay, you need to draw out the net to catch the fish. Am I correct? This is exactly what you just simply need to be doing. But every other thing could be 100% automated. This is one of our goals in this Dapmabbs course. It's our pillar in putting this course together. All right, very quickly. Let's discuss our methodology and our course structure, okay, so that you can know how these things are put together to work more effectively for you. Now, for every module we take, okay, for every module, and the basic modules are divided into number 1, social media components. The second is non-social media component. The third is psychology of selling. And the fourth is automation. We're going to come summarize everything up with automation so that you can link up everything together and answer upon it, okay? But for every of this module taken, there's going to be a follow-up session, okay? A follow-up session that allows you to interact with our facilitators and our coaches, more or less like a Q&A session, a question and answer session, so that we can check how far you have grabbed the previous module that you have been taught, so that you can set up your magnetic system without errors, without mistake. You have somebody watching over you, okay, to make sure you do not make any mistake in setting up, so that you can get quick results without spending all the time trying to do it, because there's already a guide on ground for you. So that is why we do not take much number of students for this particular course for every batch. Okay, we take a limited number because we want to be able to attend to each of the students, okay, each of the students, for better impact of this information, because you cannot be here and not grab and not be able to build set up a system that will work effectively for you. So this is our methodology and this is our course structure that guarantees that whatever it is you are looking for, and this course, I promise you, you're going to get it delivered to you. Okay. All right. Now, let's look at the course intent very quickly. Now, if you're a beginner and you're new to the world of digital marketing, well, our goal is to give you the essential tools and the skills you need on the table to create undeniable results in times of conversion, sparing you all the unnecessary jargons and technicalities. You do not need them. No, it is not all knowledge that is beneficial. Okay? It's not all knowledge that is beneficial. Now, somebody is getting to learn about how to create, how do I put it? Kerosene stove, okay, in a place where those things are no longer needed. That knowledge is useless in the 21st century. I'm just trying to cite an example, but you should know that not all knowledge is beneficial. So we're going to remove the one that is not needed and give it what is needed, so that even as a beginner, you can grasp everything you need, the skills and the tools needed, so that you can become an effective brand builder, okay, and also be able to promote your brand very well. Then for those who already have background information as regard to digital marketing systems, you have been doing digital marketing before, okay, we're going to help you solidify what you have already and then deepen your understanding. Then above all, we're going to give you the Midas touch approach to creating advert that converts into cash, because it's not all about placing adverts. A lot of people have been doing paid advert, they are not getting any results. In fact, they are so embedded in the process of doing the paid advert that there's no results coming out of it. So what we do is simple. We're going to give you our secrets, okay, that have helped us produce the results we have. That is for those who are already. So whichever category you are in overall, by day 6 on this training, because it's a 10-day training, by day 6 of this training, you should be getting ready to earn from the test run model funnels you ran, during the previous training, because in the course of the training, you're going to be doing it practical, running. We're going to be telling you what to do. You test run every of the things we're giving to you, okay, to see how it goes. And then from those things we are certain, because those are the things we are also using, okay, there's no way you're not going to get results out of what you ran. That way, you can even start getting paid already from your test run, the test run models of your funnels. All right, very quickly. So I believe that at this junction, whether you own your own business or you are thinking of starting one in the near future, or you're a brand builder and you're struggling to build the brand you represent, things are not going the way it ought to, or you are just cash strapped and you need to possess a skill that will pump money into your pocket ASAP as soon as possible so that you can cure that money problem. I think I've just shown you why this course is exceptional and why you should continue with your commitment to take the course, okay? Because it is like no other. Everything is simplified so that you can get the results you deserve, whichever one it is. Now, at this junction, this is the first module. It's a bonus module. So therefore, I'm going to see you in the next module where we start laying the foundation for building your magnetic system, and you start attracting enough sales either for your business or for the brand you represent or the business you are planning to start. You can actually set up a system on ground for it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I still remain your brand builder, Zina Saba. See you in the next module. God bless you. Bye. Okay. All right. So, bye. I'm trying to just end the meeting. Okay.